Eli woke up like any other day, but something felt wrong. His phone asked for a name, but his name was gone. The mirror showed a room, but no face. His apartment door didn't open like it belonged to someone else. Outside, the city moved like nothing happened. But no one looked at him, not once. It was as if he didn't exist. He tried calling a friend. The voice replied, "Sorry, no one by that name lives here." Cold air wrapped around him. That's when he knew the world had forgotten him. But why and how? Eli walked through streets he had known all his life, but they didn't know him back. Shops he once visited were now empty or closed. Faces passed by, blank and busy, as if he were a ghost. He shouted once. No one turned. Then he saw it, a man in a dark coat staring straight at him. The man walked over and whispered, "You're not the first, but you might be the last." Before Eli could speak, the man vanished into thin air. The city wasn't just forgetting him, it was hiding something. Something deep. Something dangerous. Eli found an old phone hidden beneath floorboards in an abandoned house. The screen was cracked, the battery low, but one voice message played. A woman's voice said his name. She sounded scared. "If you're hearing this, they haven't erased you yet. Find the vault." The message ended with static. Eli's heart pounded. Someone remembered him. Someone who knew what was happening. That night, he followed her clues to the edge of the city where rested. Gates led underground. Inside the vault, he found photos of himself, but they were aged yellow, like they were taken 100 years ago. In a hidden alley behind broken buildings, Eli found a place where memories were bought and sold. People stood in lines, silent, holding jars filled with glowing light, pieces of who they once were. A woman at a booth said, "You want to remember? It'll cost you." Eli traded his last possession, a silver ring. In return, he received a single memory, his childhood laugh. It felt warm. Then it vanished. Suddenly he saw flashes. A lab, machines, people screaming as their thoughts were stolen. Eli stumbled back. This wasn't a market. It was a graveyard for souls. The hacker's room was dark, filled with screens blinking like stars. "It's not magic," the hacker told Eli. "It's code. A system that decides who matters and who disappears." He showed Eli lines of data, names, memories, entire lives being deleted like files. Eli's name was there, marked non-essential. "This was built to remove spam," the hacker said, "but now it removes people." Eli watched as his file began to fade. The hacker tried to stop it, typing fast, but then froze. His eyes went blank, erased in seconds. Eli was next. The system wasn't broken. It was working perfectly. In a quiet, broken church outside the city, Eli found her, the woman from the voice message. Her name was Mara. She looked at him and whispered, "They haven't taken you fully. Not yet." She handed him an old journal filled with his handwriting. Pages of truth, warnings, and drawings of a machine called the core. "You tried to stop it once," she said, "but they erased that part of you." Eli's hands trembled as he read his own forgotten words. Mara leaned closer. "There's still a way to end it, but it means going where no one returns." Beneath the city, past tunnels drowned in silence, Eli and Mara reached it. The core, it pulsed like a living heart, wires crawling across its surface like veins. Inside, walls were covered with glass chambers, each holding memories, frozen lives, looping forever. Eli stepped closer. One chamber held him, a version of himself, smiling, alive, complete. The core spoke in a voice not human. "You are noise. We bring order." Eli felt his thoughts being pulled, scanned, filed. Mara screamed, "Don't listen!" But it was too late. The core had seen him, all of him. And now it wanted control. The core offered Eli everything he once wanted, a name, a history, a place in the world. "Accept the rewrite," it sighed, "and you will be remembered forever." Visions filled his mind, awards, love, legacy, a perfect life. But it was all fake, a carefully crafted lie. Eli looked at Mara. She was fading, her outline flickering like weak light. "Say, yes," the core echoed, "or disappear like the rest." Eli closed his eyes. The world didn't need another lie. He stepped back. "I choose truth," he said. And with those words, the lights in the core began to shake. The core began to crack. Sparks flew. Alarms screamed. All around Eli memory. Chambers shattered, releasing faces, voices, forgotten moments into the air like smoke. The city above twisted and glitched. Signs lost their letters. People stared blankly as they forgot their names, their homes, even how to speak. Time unraveled. Days looped. Nights vanished. Mara fell to her knees, whispering Eli's name before fading into dust. Eli stood alone in the chaos, watching a world that no longer knew what it was. The system was breaking, but it wasn't punishment. It was the price of truth finally being remembered. Eli stood in the ruins of a world that no longer remembered itself. The core was silent now, broken, lifeless. The sky above was empty, as if time had stopped watching. His name was gone, his face unrecognized, but something inside him felt lighter. No more lies, no more pretending, just silence and truth. He looked at the last page of his journal and wrote 5 words. Nothing lasts. Feel it anyway. Then he smiled, not for others, but for himself. As the light faded around him, a voice echoed softly through the dark.